Welcome to today's Sports Roundup. I'm Maya.
And I'm Finn. We've got a packed show for you today, covering everything from Premier League highlights to NHL legends.
Let's start with the Premier League. Netbusters is airing multiple times on Sky Sports Premier League HD this Sunday.
That's right. The show is featuring highlights from various rounds of the season. Do we know which specific rounds are being covered?
According to the listings, Netbusters is on at 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m., and 8:30 p.m., covering rounds 23, 27, 35, 36, and 38, respectively.
Wow, that's quite a spread. So viewers can catch action from different parts of the season in one day. What's the appeal of watching older matches alongside the latest ones?
I think it's great for fans who want to relive some of the season's most exciting moments or catch up on matches they might have missed. The show seems to be offering a mix of nostalgia and current action.
That makes sense. It's also a good way for new fans to get a feel for the teams and players. Have they mentioned any specific matches or storylines they'll be focusing on?
The articles just mention that it will be a look back at the weekend's action and fast-paced highlights from the Premier League. No specific matches are highlighted, but it's likely they'll cover some of the more thrilling games.
I'm sure we'll see some of the season's best goals and comebacks. Moving on, what's next on the agenda?
We've got details on EFL Greatest Games airing on Sky Sports. It looks like they're showcasing some classic championship matches.
That's great. I love watching old rivalries and intense games. Do we have a list of the specific matches they're featuring?
Yes, the lineup includes Derby County versus Nottingham Forest from 2013-14 and 2014-15, Sheffield Wednesday versus Leeds United from 2013-14, and Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest from 2016, among others.
Those are some great choices. Derby versus Nottingham Forest is always a heated match. Are these games being aired back-to-back or spread out over a few days?
They're being aired at various times starting Sunday night into Monday morning. For example, Derby versus Nottingham Forest from 2013-14 is on at 12:45 a.m. on Monday, and Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest is on at 4 a.m.
Okay, so it's more for die-hard fans who can stay up late. What's the significance of revisiting these particular matches?
I think it's to highlight some of the most memorable moments in EFL history. These matches are being remembered as some of the greatest games, so it's a nice retrospective.
That makes sense. It's a good way to celebrate the history of the league. Now, let's switch gears a bit.
There's a poignant story coming out about NHL legend Claude Lemieux donating his brain to Boston University's CTE Center after his passing.
That's a significant decision. CTE research is crucial, especially for former athletes who've experienced repeated head trauma. What was the context behind this decision?
According to the family's statement, they're donating his brain to research the long-term effects of repetitive brain injuries. Claude Lemieux had a long and distinguished NHL career, playing in numerous physical games.
Right. As a player known for his physical style, this is a meaningful contribution to understanding the risks associated with hockey. Have there been any other high-profile donations or cases related to CTE that we should be aware of?
There have been several former NHL players who've donated their brains to CTE research. It's becoming more common as awareness about CTE grows.
So why does this matter for hockey and sports in general?
Understanding CTE can help leagues like the NHL implement better safety protocols and support for former players. It's a complex issue, but research like this is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. It's a tough topic, but an important one. Let's move on to our final story.
We've just heard that Dennis Hull, a Blackhawks legend and brother of Bobby Hull, passed away at 81.
That's sad news. Dennis Hull was a significant figure in Chicago Blackhawks history, known for his scoring ability and his rivalry with his brother Bobby. What are some of his key achievements?
Hull played 13 seasons with the Blackhawks, earning 5 All-Star selections and amassing over 640 points. He also played in 3 Stanley Cup Finals.
Wow, that's an impressive career. What was his relationship like with his brother Bobby, especially given their on-ice rivalry?
From what I've read, despite their rivalry on the ice, they had a good relationship off it. Bobby is a Hall of Famer, and Dennis often found himself in his shadow, but he carved out his own identity as a player.
That's fascinating. Family dynamics in sports can be complex. What was the reaction from the Blackhawks organization?
The Blackhawks announced his death, remembering his scoring prowess, intelligence, and warm personality. They clearly held him in high regard.
That's great to hear. It's wonderful when organizations can celebrate the lives and contributions of their former players.
Indeed. Well, that's all for today's show. Thanks for joining us, Finn.
Thanks, Maya. It's been a pleasure discussing these stories with you.
And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next time with more sports news and analysis.
Until then, stay engaged with the sports world. Good night.
Good night.